Hi everyone, it's Lourdes Galang. I'm one of the unit managers for Coffee Spot and with iFranchise. So in today's video, I'd like to share with you our business presentation for our Coffee Spot franchise business opportunity. Now, before I go into the details about our Coffee Spot franchise business opportunity, syempre gusto ko bigyan kayo muna ng reason why you should stay in watching this whole video presentation, especially kung matagal mo ng pangarap na mag-start ng iyong coffee shop business or matagal ka nang naghahanap ng ipa-franchise mo na business at baka ito na talaga yung hinahanap mong franchise business opportunity. So, ito po yung reason kung bakit kailangan nyo mag-stay to watch the whole video business presentation of Coffee Spot Franchise Business. So, ito po yung aming Coffee Spot Franchise Business Branch in Camiguin. At nakikita nyo po ngayon in your screen kung ano po yung kanilang total sales from December 2024 up until February 2025. So, as you can see here, nag-average siya ng 600,000 plus. So, yan ang kanilang total sales. This is our franchise of Coffee Spot in Gimba, Nueva Ecija. And again, as you can see on the screen, ang kanilang first 3 months of sales ay nag-average ng 800,000 pesos. This is their gross sales kasama na yung food and drinks. So this is our Coffee Spot franchise branch in Gimba, Nueva Ecija, and ito ang kanilang sales for the first 3 months. This is our Coffee Spot franchise branch in Makamot, Binangonan, Rizal. And ito po ang kanilang total net sales for the month of December 1, 2024 up until February 28, 2025. A total of 2,473,946 pesos and 65 cents. Kapag dinivide po natin yan in 3 months, kasi 3 months yan, diba? December, January, and February, ang total net sales po nila every month nag-average sa 824,000 pesos, 648 cents. And here is our Coffee Spot franchise branch in Sinsuat, Cotabato City. Of course, gusto kong ipakita at ibida sa inyo ang kanilang actual net sales. At nakikita niyo po sa inyong screen from March 6 to April 2, umabot ng 1 million ang kanilang net sales. Sa Sinsuat, Cotabato City branch po ito na Coffee Spot. And of course, we have here our Sinagtala, Lipa City, Batangas. Again, it's another Coffee Spot franchise branch. At ang kanilang total sales, ang net sales nila from January to February ay 1,773,687 pesos and 20 cents. From February to March naman, umabot ng 1,971,201 pesos and 48 cents. So I'm sure by seeing all these figures sa mga gross sales, net sales ng aming mga Coffee Spot franchise branches, that already gave you a very, very good reason why you should stay and watch this whole video presentation, especially in knowing about our Coffee Spot franchise business opportunity and what it can actually do for you if you're an entrepreneur who's looking for an additional business to start, or if you're really looking to start your dream coffee shop business, or if you are a new entrepreneur trying to start your own business or get into the business industry. So let's start. Unang-una, syempre, when you're franchising, you have to consider the franchising company that you will be partnering with. So, ang unang tanong na dapat mong tanungin sa sarili mo, why should you partner with iFranchise? Of course, marami namang ibang franchising company dyan na nag-offer din ng coffee shop business, di ba? Pero, number one that you really have to ask yourself is that why should you consider partnering with iFranchise? Why should you partner with us in making your dream come true to have your own coffee shop business or in starting an additional business na iFranchise ang magiging ka-business partner mo? So, let me tell you the reason why. iFranchise Business Services Corporation was founded in 2014. So we've been in the franchising industry for 11 years, and we specialize in developing, marketing, and managing business across key industries such as food and beverage, beauty and wellness, petroleum, among others. And we've been in the franchising industry for 11 years. So that says a lot about the credibility, the integrity, and the reliability of our company when it comes to the franchising industry. Lumagpas na po kami ng more than 7 years. So that really says a lot about our company. Our headquarters is located in Green Hills, San Juan. So kung nagtatanong ka or nag-iisip ka kung legit ba talaga ang company namin, you can visit us in our main office sa Green Hills, San Juan. Just book an appointment with us para ma-schedule namin at ma-assist namin kayo when you visit our office. So why become a franchisee of iFranchise? Well, number one, iFranchise provides continuous training for business development. Number two, we are transparent with our partners and investors to ensure accountability on both sides. And number three, business is continuously growing and expanding. So later on, you will see kung paano nag-grow ang coffee spot. And number four, we facilitate business support for maximum return on investment. So I will be discussing later on as well on the return of your investment if you decide to be a franchisee of Coffee Spot and a business partner of iFranchise. So here's another question that you also have to ask yourself. Aside from asking yourself why would you choose iFranchise to be your business partner in franchising a coffee shop business, why would you choose Coffee Spot? Not because it's the brand that we are offering with iFranchise, but you also have to be firm and to really believe na talagang si Coffee Spot ang perfect match for the coffee shop business that you want to start and open. So, let's go into the details of why you should choose Coffee Spot. So, let's take a look at the competitive franchise pricing. So, as you can see on your screen, we will compare the franchise package of Coffee Spot along with other coffee shop na nag-offer din ng kanilang mga franchise packages. And I'm sure you're pretty familiar with this coffee shop, Post Coffee, Figaro, and Black Scoop Cafe. So, let's take a look at the franchise package of Coffee Spot. We have two kinds of franchise packages. You can avail of the kiosk, that's 980,000 pesos. Yan po yung franchise package na babayaran ninyo sa amin if you will avail of this package. Sa full store naman, ang franchise package po namin ay 1.2 million. Pero yung total capital expense mo pwedeng umabot up to 4 million. Wala po kaming royalty fee. Tama po yung nakikita ninyo dyan. 0% royalty fee. We only ask for 5,000 pesos na national marketing fee that you will pay every month. Now, let's take a look at Bose Coffee. Sa kiosk nila, it's worth 5 million pesos. Sa full store naman, from 9 million to 14 million pesos. And they ask for 5% royalty fee and 2% sa marketing. So, percentage po ang kanilang royalty fee at sa marketing. Now, let's take a look at Figaro. Sa card, 3.5 million pesos. Sa kiosk, 5.5 million. Sa full store nila, 8 million pesos. And then, they're asking for 5% royalty fee, 2% national marketing, and 1% local marketing. Sa Black Scoop Cafe naman, ang full store nila ay 1.2 million to 5 million and then 15,000 para sa royalty fee. So, kung mapapansin po ninyo sa lahat ng stores na nag-offer ng franchise package nila for coffee shop business, sa amin po sa Coffee Spot, 0% royalty fee. So, that's one major advantage para sa isang franchisee na kagaya mo. Kasi kung walang royalty fee na sinisingil sa'yo, ang nagpapa-franchise, you get all the profits, 'di ba? Lahat ng net income sa'yo na lahat 'yun mapupunta. And then sa national marketing fee naman, fixed amount po yung nakalagay dito sa amin, which is 5,000 pesos. Now, kung mapapansin nyo, sa ibang company, percentage. So, depende pa kung magkano yung kinikita ng iyong coffee shop franchise, doon sila magbe-base kung magkano yung sisingilin nila na national marketing fee. So, again, that's another major advantage on your end kapag franchisee ka na fixed lang yung national marketing fee na sisingilin sa iyo ng iyong franchisor. Now, let's take a look at the taste of coffee spot. So, sabihin na natin, okay, competitive talaga ang franchise packages ni Coffee Spot. But what about the taste? Can it really compete to other big brands that we really know? Kasi syempre, hindi lang naman yung ambience, yung location ang pupuntahan ng ating mga customers, 'di ba? Ang gusto na naman ng mga customers yung talagang masarap yung kape na maiinom nila. Kaya nga siya coffee shop, 'di ba? They're really looking for that unique taste of coffee na babalik-balikan nila. Hindi na lang po ako ang magde-describe at hindi na lang din po ako ang magkikwento kung gaano kasarap ang lasa ng ating coffee spot drinks. But let me show you this video para sila na po mismo magbigay sa inyo ng feedback kung ano ba ang lasa ng ating mga coffee spot drinks at sila na rin po ang magbibigay ng judgment kung gaano po ba talaga ka-competitive ang ating coffee spot drinks with other famous brands out there right now.
Masarap at quality. Tapos kung pwede lang ito ng paragong coffee. Ganda yung pagka-mix niya. Nandun yung lasang coffee. Siyempre, maganda yung pagkano niya. Timpla.
Actually ako, coffee lover ako. So, marami na ako natikman na kape. Which is, coffee spot is maybe one of the best na. Sugarless siya, which is good for cancer daw, anti-cancer.
Yes.
So, okay siya.
Sobrang sarap. First time ko naka-wow na, kasi usually ko ganito. Hindi siya masyado. Pero ito, wow. Ang sarap. Ay,
So, mahilig kasi ako sa matcha and in-order ko yung matcha niya. So, masarap po siya. Masarap naman. And mahilig ako sa matamis kaya sakto lang ko yung sweetness.
Ito naman, ganun din, matcha siya. So, definitely, you have to try. I-try natin yung spot, no? Kasi approved siya sa akin. So, definitely, sa tingin ko, approved din ito para sa inyo.
fan ako ng coffee spot.
So you were able to hear the feedback of those who tasted our coffee spot drinks at kayo na po mismo ang mag-judge sa kanilang mga feedback kung gaano ka-competitive ang lasa ng ating coffee spot if it can compete with famous brands ng mga coffee shops, 'di ba? And at the same time, you've also seen kung gaano ka-competitive ang pricing ng ating franchise packages compared to other coffee shop na nag-o-offer din po ng kanilang mga franchise packages. Now, let's go to the pricing of the coffee spot drinks. Siyempre, kailangan natin i-take note na ang mga tao, aside from the ambience and the taste of the coffee na iinumin nila, 'di ba, sa mga coffee shop na pupuntahan nila, they're also looking after the competitiveness of the pricing ng mga drinks. So let's take a look at the prices of our coffee spot drinks. As you can see here, yung hot coffee natin, Cafe Americano, ang small size nasa 80 pesos, medium size 100 pesos. Yung very famous na caramel macchiato, ito yung palagi kong in-order or yung Spanish latte, ay naglalaro lang po sa 95 pesos to 180 pesos. And ang Spanish latte is from 100 pesos to 160 pesos. And even the cold coffee is from 120 to 130 pesos. Fraps from 125 pesos to 145 pesos. And the Italian soda from 100 pesos to 110 pesos. So kung competitiveness lang naman po ang pag-uusapan natin kung bakit nyo pipiliin si Coffee Spot, pagdating po sa franchise package pricing, check, very competitive. Pagdating sa taste ng Coffee Spot, check, very competitive. Pagdating po sa pricing, check, very competitive. Kasi kung ganito yung pricing na makikita ng inyong mga customers, sa tingin nyo po ba babalik-balikan nila ang inyong coffee spot franchise branch? Malamang sa malamang po kasi lahat naman tayo gustong magtipid pa din. But at the same time, competitive pa rin yung lasa and at the same time, maganda yung ambience ng paligid kasi dahil sa very affordable yung franchise packages natin, you will have an ample amount of capital para i-invest sa pagpapaganda ng inyong coffee spot franchise branch. So, papunta na po tayo sa exciting part na lahat tayo, I'm sure, ito yung talagang natatanong sa sarili. How much can you earn? Syempre, lahat naman tayo gusto nating mag-business dahil gusto nating kumita. So, let's take a look at the ROI, return of your investment. Dahil pag nag-invest ka, kailangan bumalik sa'yo, di ba? Yun ang pinaka-expectation natin when we start up a business. Kahit franchise yan or business from the scratch, pinaka-importante, how much will you be earning at yung return of your investment. So sa return of investment, we'll take a look at the full store concept. Kasi 'di ba dalawa yung package na meron tayo, yung kiosk at saka full store. Now, with the return of investment na ipapakita ko sa inyo, we're gonna be looking at a full store concept. So here is our full store concept. Ganyan yung pwedeng maging itsura or maging design ng iyong coffee spot franchise. So let's take a look at the return of your investment if you have a full store na 100 square meters. Okay? So meaning to say, ito yung floor area ng iyong coffee spot store. So ang assumptions natin, syempre we're gonna look at the fixed cost and the capital expenditures. Now for the fixed cost, it will include the rent, electricity and water, supplies, and payroll. Pagdating sa rent, kung sarili mo naman yung space, like you have your own building, syempre, you can remove etong fixed cost na to na rent kasi hindi mo na kailangan magbayad ng renta dun sa space na yun dahil ikaw na yung owner. Now, for the purpose of looking at the return of investment na nagre-rent ka ng space, eto yung magiging total fixed cost mo including the rent. It's 218,833 pesos and 34 cents. Let's take a look at the capital expenditures, meaning to say, eto yung total capital expenses na kailangan mong paghandaan dahil ito yung mga expenses na kapag itinatayo mo pa lang, sinisimulan mo pa lang ang iyong coffee spot store, ito yung magagastos mo. Okay? So, unang-una na dyan yung franchise investment, which you will be paying with us, which is 1.2 million pesos. Kasi yan na yung franchise package fee natin. And then for the construction fit out, now this will depend on your space. Kung ano ba itsura ng space mo, kung maraming improvements ba ang kailangan na gawin, or kung gaano rin kalaki yung space na kailangan pang pinturahan, or kung ano pa yung kailangan na gawin. Lalong-lalo na doon sa design na nagustuhan mo for your coffee spot store. Now, ang nilagay namin na amount dito, again, assumption is 2,500,000 pesos. Base ito sa mga naging franchisee namin na nagpatayo ng mga coffee spot store nila na merong 100 square meters. So, pag more than 100 square meters yung ipapatayo mo na coffee spot store, obviously yung construction fit out, madadagdagan pa yan sa 2,500,000 pesos. Okay? So, just bear in mind na ang pinagbabasihan po natin sa computation na to is yung 100 square meters and depende pa talaga ito sa space na marerentahan mo or kung sarili mo yung building, kung ano na ba yung structure ng space na yon. So, sa additional appliance and equipment naman, 250,000 pesos. And then, for the operational cash flow, we will get it from the total fixed cost, which includes the rent, electricity, and water supplies and payroll. So, yung 218,833 pesos and 34 cents, i-multiply natin into 2 months, which is 437,666 and 68 cents. So, you have to have 2 months na parang budget para sa operational cash flow. Kasi, in 2 months time, syempre, hindi pa natin alam kung ano yung magiging sales mo. So, that's why you have to have a buffer or a budget already for your operational expenses or operational cash flow. So, your total investment for you to put up a coffee spot store na nasa 100 square meters, it's 4,387,666 pesos and 68 cents. So, parang mga nasa 4.4 million. Now, let's take a look at the target sales. Ano ba yung daily target sales na kailangan kitain mo every month para makapag-ROI ka in 12 months? Now, this computation that I'm going to show you or that I will be discussing with you is based from the figures that we have from our existing franchisees sa coffee spot. So, average and on a conservative approach, ito yung pwedeng kitain ng iyong coffee spot store kung meron kang 100 square meter area para sa iyong coffee spot. So, let's take a look at the average cups per hour and per table. So, let's say for example, sa isang table, nakakapagbenta ka ng 6 na cups. Meron kang 5 tables sa iyong coffee spot store. So, 6 times 5, nakakapagbenta ka ng 30 cups per hour. And then, ang assumption natin dito, you operate for 12 hours. So, yung coffee spot mo, open siya for 12 hours. So, 30 cups times 12 hours of operation, you are able to sell 360 cups per day. Now, with the customers, pwedeng, hindi ko masasabing 360 customers yan. Pwede kasing, di ba yung iba o-order ng 2 cups para sa sarili nila or magte-take out ng 6 per isang tao lang yung pumasok. Basta ang assumption natin dito, 360 number of cups per day. Now, yung average amount per cups, like ang isang cup na ibebenta mo ng 120 pesos. So, i-multiply natin yung 360 cups to 120 pesos. And that will give you your daily target sales of 43,200 pesos. Meaning to say, every day, kikita ka ng 43,200 pesos. Now, yung gross sales mo in a month, kapag ang daily sales mo ay 43,200 pesos, kikita ka ng 1,296,000 pesos every month. Now, sa sales mo na 100%, syempre kukuhain natin dyan yung average profit margin na nasa 53% and yung cost of goods sold na nasa 47%. So, let's take a look at this table wherein andito yung sales mo na 1,296,000 pesos every month. Yung cost of goods, ibabawas natin, which is 609,120 pesos. So, you will have a gross profit of 686,880 pesos. Now, we will have to deduct yung overhead expenses. Ito yung fixed cost mo, which is the 218,833 pesos and 34 cents. So your net profit before tax is 468,046 pesos and 66 cents. This is your net profit on a monthly sales of 1,296,000 pesos every month. If we will go back to our total capital expenses. So, halos nasa 4.4 million yung kailangan mo ilabas na capital para makapag-start ka ng iyong coffee spot franchise business. Now, yung net profit before tax na 468,046 pesos and 66 cents, if we multiply that into 12 months, which is for 1 year, you will get a total of 5,616,559 pesos and 92 cents. So this is your annual net profit before tax. Kung naaalala nyo pa kanina, yung total capital expense natin amounting to 4,387,666 pesos and 68 cents. Halos 4.4 million yung total capital na kailangan mong ilabas for you to be able to start your coffee spot franchise business at makapag-operate ka na ng iyong coffee shop. So pag i-compare nyo ngayon yan para makita mo yung return on your investment, ikaw na mismo yung sumagot. In 12 months ba nakapag-ROI ka na sa ganitong daily target sales mo sa iyong coffee spot store? So, tignan nyo na lang po yung annual net profit before tax at yung total capital expense na inilabas mo for you to start your coffee spot franchise business. I'm sure very clear naman po yung answer na makakapag-ROI ka in 12 months with this daily target sales. And again, conservative approach po tayo. That's the basic of accounting. And a lot of our coffee spot franchisee are earning more than this daily target sales in their daily sales operations. So, let's take a look at the return of your investment sa isang regular coffee spot store naman. So, when we say regular store, ito yung 40 square meters. So, syempre, meron din tayong mga franchisee, they want to start small, di ba? So again, we're gonna look at these assumptions para sa isang 40 square meters na coffee spot store. So sa fixed cost, same pa din yung rent, electricity and water, supplies, payroll. Ang magkakaiba lang po dito, yung rent, as you can see here, 40,000 pesos na lang po dito. And that's because you're just renting a 40 square meters. So, compared sa isang 100 square meters, syempre, mas malaki talaga yung magiging rental expense mo doon, diba? And again, if you own the building, pwede mong tanggalin itong fixed cost na to sa rent kasi hindi mo na kailangan bayaran yung sarili mo sa rent, diba? Now, our total fixed cost with these assumptions is 114,900 pesos. Now, with the capital expenditures, again, yung franchise investment mo, na babayaran mo sa amin is 1.2 million. Kasi ito na yung coffee spot franchise package price namin as of now. And then sa construction fit out, 1 million. So if you will compare that do sa 100 square meters, 2.5 million. Kasi nga naman, 40 square meters to. So, syempre, mas maliit yung gagastusin mo when it comes to the improvements or kung ano man yung mga kailangan pang ayusin based dun sa coffee spot store design na meron ka or na gusto mong gawin sa iyong coffee spot store. And then for the additional appliance and equipment, it's still the same 250,000 pesos regardless kung 40 square meters yan. For the operational cash flow, again, manggagaling siya sa total fixed cost which is 114,900 pesos. And then we multiply it into 2 months. So it's 229,800 pesos. So your total investment or total capital expenses for a 40 square meter regular coffee spot store is 2,679,800 pesos. So, with the 40 square meter coffee spot store, ano ba yung daily target sales mo para makapag-ROI ka in 12 months? So, let's take a look at the average cups per hour per table. So, again, the same pa din. You're able to sell 6 cups per table. Pero dahil 40 square meters lang yung coffee spot store mo, you only have 3 tables. So, yung 6 cups, i-multiply natin sa 3 tables that you have on your coffee spot store, you will be able to sell 18 cups per hour. And assuming, again, that you're operating 12 hours in your coffee spot store. So, i-multiply natin yung 18 cups per hour sa 12 hours of operation. So, you're able to sell 216 cups per day. So again, pwedeng 216 customers yan na pumasok sa store mo or pwede rin naman na less than 216 customers kasi may mga iba na umu-order, mag-isa lang sila pero 10 cups ang o-orderin kasi binibilhan niya yung kanyang mga kapatid or mga katrabaho, 'di ba, or kasama sa school. So, ang pinaka-bottom line dito is that you're able to sell 216 cups per day. And then, the average amount per cups is again at 120 pesos. So, i-multiply natin yung 216 times to 120 pesos, you will get a daily target sales of 25,920 pesos. Ibig sabihin, every day, may sales ka na 25,920 pesos. So, yung daily target sales mo na yon, i-multiply natin into 30 days, which is in a month, you will have a gross sales of 777,600 pesos. So, dun sa 100% na gross sales mo, we're gonna get the average profit margin na 53% and cost of goods sold na 47%. So, ima-minus natin yung cost of goods na 365,472 pesos sa iyong daily gross sales. So, you will have a gross profit of 412,128 pesos. And then we have to less the overhead expenses, which is the total fixed cost. That is 114,900 pesos. Now, you will have a net profit before tax na 297,228 pesos every month. So, yung monthly sales mo na to, na 297,228 pesos, i-multiply natin yan into 12 months for us to be able to get the annual net profit before tax, which is 3,566,736 pesos. Now, if you will look back dun sa total capital expense natin kanina, nasa 2,679,000 pesos. Ito yung puhunan mo para maitayo mo ang coffee spot store mo na regular store, which means nasa 40 square meters yung area. So, i-compare mo yan sa annual net profit before tax and ikaw na mismo yung mag-compute kung nakapag-ROI ka ba in 12 months if you will have a daily target sales of 25,920 pesos. I'm sure naman, kitang-kita naman na from 3.5 million to 2.6 million or 2.7 million na inilabas mo na capital in 12 months, pag yan ang kinita mo, nakapag-ROI ka na, di ba? So, just to give you a proof, pakita ko lang po ito sa inyo. So, this is a proof na kayang-kayang ma-reach yung goal na daily target sales na 36,000 or yung gross sales na nasa 1,080,000 pesos na pinapakita ko sa table. Kasi dito sa Sinsuat, Cotabato City, as you can see here, diba, yung cookies and cream frap large nila, which is yun yung drink. And then, they also have orders for chicken poppers, which is the hot meal or yung food. Kasi, hindi lang naman drinks ang ino-offer mo sa coffee spot mo, but we are allowing you to offer food and pastries or hot meals na pwede mong i-offer sa inyong customers. So, ang isang tao pwedeng mag-average ng around 300 to 400 pesos. And mind you, ang sales nila from March 6 to April 2 lang. Halos kulang pa yung isang buwan, 'di ba? Pero nag 1 million na po sila. Sa kanilang net sales, hindi pa po ito gross sales, net sales na ang pinag-uusapan dito. So, it's very, very possible yung assumptions na pinapakita ko sa inyo when it comes to the daily target sales. Now, if you're wondering how much you could possibly earn in every coffee spot drink that you will be selling in your coffee spot store, eto po yung ating profitability. Okay, sa isang frap, 45 to 47% po. So, as an example, if they order a small frap, that's 125 pesos. Sabihin na natin 45% ang profit margin mo dyan. You'll earn 56 pesos per frap. And then for a cold drink, it's 50 to 55%. So, sa isang small cold drink, 120 pesos ang price, i-multiply natin yan sa 50% na profit margin mo, you get 60 pesos of profit. And then for a hot coffee spot drink, that's up to 60 to 70% of profit margin. Ang small ng isang coffee spot, sabihin na natin nasa 100 pesos, so you will have 60 pesos kung 60% yung profit margin na kukuhain natin. Sa Italian soda naman, 50 to 55% ang profit margin. So, ang small na Italian soda, sabihin natin 100 pesos, you can earn up to 50 pesos kung nasa 50% yung profit margin na kukunin natin. So, this is an example of the profitability of having a coffee spot franchise business. Now, for someone who's still watching this video presentation of our coffee spot franchise business opportunity, I'm pretty sure you're wondering, okay, so maganda naman ang presentation, mukhang profitable, parang maganda nga talaga itong business na to from Coffee Spot, pero kamusta naman ang feedback ng mga franchisees? Syempre, we also want to know kung kamusta ba yung mga franchisees namin. Like, what do they have to say about franchising with iFranchise and franchising Coffee Spot? So, let's hear it from themselves kung ano ba ang feedback nila in franchising Coffee Spot with us.
So I chose Coffee Spot dahil masarap yung coffee options and then the price is yung sakto lang din compared to other coffee shops. I also love the option na we can also add our own food and wala rin silang royalty fees and ayun, so we really enjoy and then everyone naging positive din naman yung naging review with the drink, so we're really happy that we chose Coffee Spot.
Why Coffee Spot? First, very flexible si Coffee Spot when it turns to agreement, no? That's number one that I like with Coffee Spot. Second is yung support ng mga staff kay Coffee Spot. Very, unwavering support from signing of a franchise, from training, and then until grand opening. So talagang wala akong masabi sa support ni Coffee Spot. And then lastly, masarap yung coffee ni Coffee Spot. I am a coffee lover myself and then ang dami ko na natikmang coffee. So far, nag-stand out talaga sa akin si Coffee Spot. And the good thing is, I receive a good feedback with a lot of customers. You'll never go wrong if you're going to invest with Coffee Spot as your partner. And I am planning to get more franchise with Coffee Spot.
Why Coffee Spot? Kasi si Coffee Spot, ganito yon. Marami na kami nakausap na mga ibang coffee companies. Si Coffee Spot lang po yung maasikaso, responsive, laging nandyan pag may mga questions ka. Maraming coffee shop dyan na cart lang pero hindi nagtatagal kasi wala silang ibang products. Walang ibang may serve sa ibang tao. So yun yung dream ko. So kaya naisip namin si Coffee Spot, welcome sa lahat ng ganong bagay.
We actually venture po a lot of companies. So nagtanong kami, nag-inquire kami with a lot of companies online and face-to-face. Pero kasi one thing na napili namin yung Coffee Spot is because of the people behind it. A lot of companies naman can offer po yung mga good quality products, pero yung support po kasi ng company yung maglalast talaga. So yun po yung naging reason namin. That's why we chose Coffee Spot. Yeah. Po, and aside po dun sa support po ni Coffee Spot and the people behind it, Wala pong royalty fee,
No
walang
quota fee.
So, madami po talaga siyang benefit. So, hindi lang si company yung nagbe-benefit, but also yung mga franchise.
I think why occularing different places. Marami po kasing coffee shop dito sa Angeles City. I decided coffee spot kasi I think one reason is yung mga prices niya. Yeah, the taste is good, pero yung mga prices niya is very competitive to the other coffee shop. It's also good na walang royalty fee yung coffee spot. So, kasi isa sa mga magbigat na nabayarin yung mga royalty fee eh. So for me, it's very good.
Mahilig din talaga kami sa kape. Kung, kumbaga sa ano, kahit saang lugar kami nakakarating within, kahit sa Pilipinas, lahat ng lugar na pinupuntahan namin, talagang hinahanap namin yung coffee shop. Eh kasi talagang sobrang hilig namin. And then sabi namin, bakit hindi na lang tayo magtayo ng sarili natin coffee shop na kumbaga ma-offer din natin doon sa lugar namin, lalo na dito sa Legazpi, which is kaya rin kami talagang napauaw sa coffee spot kasi nung nag-offer sila ng product, parang okay, so parang hindi na kami nag-isip. So, ayun, kaya yun, paborito niyo yun.
So here are our coffee spot branches. We already have more than 300 branches of coffee spot. This is just a few of the list of the 300 coffee spot branches na pwede niyong puntahan kung malapit sa area nyo kasi mas maganda rin talaga na kayo mismo yung gumawa ng inyong due diligence in researching kung gaano ba ka-lucrative at kaganda, ka-profitable, ka-reliable to franchise with coffee spot, diba? So this is our coffee spot franchise in San Jose, Gusau, Zamboanga, in Mexico, Pampanga, at ilan lang po ito sa mga other coffee spot branches that we've recently opened. And I'm sure you've been waiting for this. What are the coffee spot franchise packages? You're very much excited to know what are the inclusions in our coffee spot franchise packages, how much it will cost, and ano ba yung pwede kong makuha pag nag-franchise ako sa coffee spot. So, starting May 1, 2026, our new franchise package is at 1.2 million. Okay, so as you can see, nagbabago po ang franchise package ng Coffee Spot, and that's because of the current value ng ating Coffee Spot franchise business. Nagbabago po talaga yan kapag dumadami ang branches, dumadami ang demand, lalong-lalo na ng mga applicants na gusto mag-franchise ng Coffee Spot. So, if you will check yung previous na franchise package price simula nung nilaunch namin ang Coffee Spot Store franchise, yung full store concept, up to May 1, 2026, we're in our franchise packages now at 1.2 million. Makikita nyo po talaga yung progress ng Coffee Spot Store franchise. So this is our Coffee Spot franchise package. What is included in the 1.2 million franchise package? Yung sa iba po, pag nagpa-franchise po kayo, wala pa po kayo makukuha inclusions. You will just be paying the franchise fee or franchise investment pa lang. But with Coffee Spot franchise, ito po yung advantage ninyo if you will franchise with us because you already get inclusions doon sa ating franchise package. So, unang-una na ay yung use of trade name. Franchise contracted for 5 years, no royalty fee. Again, one benefit and advantage for franchises like you kasi no royalty fee. Yung kikitain mo, lahat mapupunta sa'yo. Hindi nyo na po kami kailangan intindihin na bayaran ng royalty fee kasi hindi po kami naniningil, hindi po namin kayo kukuhaan ng royalty fee. Training and franchise manuals, marketing collateral, standard perspective design drawing, so that includes the front view and 2 meters CS counter, standard lighted signage, initial inventory worth, 20,000 pesos worth of cuisine products and 30,000 pesos worth of coffee beans. And then barista uniform, store opening support, which includes the standee, balloons, and tarpaulins. Celebrity appearance, optional po yun sa inyo. May additional payment for our celebrity appearance, which is Daniel Machanaga. So, kayo po magde-decide niyan if you want to include him sa opening ng inyong Coffee Spot store franchise. And for the equipment set, you will have the double group head espresso machine, Mas malaki po ito compared sa previous na included sa aming Coffee Spot franchise package. Grinder, blender, metal tamper, bench support, knockbox, steaming pitcher, at milk thermometer. So this is what's included sa ating 1.2 million. May inventory na po ng mga products and coffee beans, and yung equipment set, mas malaki na po yung coffee machine or yung espresso machine natin. Double group head na po siya. So, yun po yung pinaka malaking changes sa ating Coffee Spot franchise package. So, here are just sample of the designs na pwedeng maging Coffee Spot franchise store mo. So, depende naman po yan sa location, sa space, at sa kung ano yung idea or concept na meron ka. But again, it will stick to the brand design of Coffee Spot when designing the Coffee Spot franchise store that you will be starting or putting up. So, ito po yung coffee spot inclusions. Ito yung build-up signage, yung guidelines, yung color combination. Ito yung commercial grade espresso and grinder, the grade JCT blender, and the 2 sets of uniform, just to give you an idea of what is included in the coffee spot franchise package of 880,000 pesos. And we also have the coffee kiosk package for only 980,000 pesos. So, ang inclusions naman po dito ay the outdoor kiosk, the espresso machine with accessories, grinder and blender, 2 barista uniforms, barista training, 10,000 worth of products, franchise manual, store opening support, which includes again the standee balloons and tarpaulins, grand opening support, and 5 years franchise contract. Wala pa rin pong royalty fee ito for 980,000 pesos only. So, kung tatanungin niyo po kung bakit mas mahal ito dun sa full store concept namin na 880,000 pesos yung franchise package at ito ay 980,000 pesos, kasi po merong outdoor kiosk na ibibigay po sa inyo. At ito po yun. So, part po ng expenses, syempre, yung pag-build nitong outdoor kiosk that you will receive for this coffee kiosk franchise. So, ito po yun. Aside from the equipments that you will be receiving, meron kayong outdoor kiosk. And syempre, may materials na kinailangan gamitin for building the outdoor kiosk. So, just to give you an idea, this is how it looks like. So, ganito po yung marireceive nyo na outdoor kiosk when you franchise this coffee spot kiosk for 980,000 pesos only. So, this is our newly opened kiosk in EGM Place, Katipunan Avenue. Kung malapit kayo dyan, you could visit that. So, just to give you an idea how your coffee kiosk would look like if you're going to avail of this franchise package. So, another idea kung paano nyo pwedeng i-set up yung coffee kiosk kapag ito yung pinili nyong franchise package with Coffee Spot. Pwede nyo ilagay ito sa mga gas stations or sa mga maliliit na spaces na magkakasya yung coffee kiosk at meron pa rin kayong for dine-in and obviously sa mga takeouts talaga, mas magiging mabenta siya. So, let's take a look at the ROI or the return of investment kapag yung coffee spot kiosk ang iyong ifa-franchise. Now, this will only require you 6 to 10 square meters para dun sa space na kakailanganin. And here are the assumptions that we have for the fixed cost and of course with the capital expenditures. So, yung fixed cost, that would be part of your operational cash flow. Okay, so what's included in the fixed cost? Of course, yung rent, if you will be renting a space kung saan mo ilalagay yung coffee spot kiosk. Now, may mga clients kami, they have existing spaces na pwede nilang ilagay yung kiosk. So, kung meron kang like gas station, or siguro laundry business, or car wash business, and you want to put some coffee shop area there, pwede ka maglagay nitong coffee spot kiosk. So, kung ano man yung rent na binabayad mo sa space na yun, or kung sa'yo na talaga yung space na yun, you won't have to worry about the rental payment kasi idadagdag mo lang naman tong coffee spot kiosk na yun. But, if you will be renting a space sa 6 to 10 square meters, that would be around 40,000 pesos. Again, these are just assumptions. Depende pa rin sa space na makukuha mo, whether it will be lower than 40,000 or higher than 40,000. Sa electricity and water naman, 15,000 pesos. Supplies, 3,000. Payroll, 32,250 pesos. So, yung total fixed cost, 90,250 pesos. Now, with the capital expenditures, again, the franchise investment yung babayaran niyo po sa amin para sa coffee spot kiosk ay 980,000 pesos. Minimum delivery fee, dahil nga ito ay isang kiosk, ay 50,000 pesos. And then additional appliance and equipment, 100,000 pesos. Yan yung mga tables, chairs, and kung ano pa yung mga kailangan doon sa isi-set up mo na kiosk. And then the operational cash flow, again, yung 90,250 pesos na fixed cost natin, i-multiply natin siya into 2 months, that would amount to 180,500 pesos. And for your initial stocks, 90,000 pesos permits, 30,000 pesos. So a total investment of 1,430,500 pesos. So meaning to say, ito yung possible na total capital expenses mo for you to be able to start your coffee spot kiosk, yung literal na makakapag-open ka na. So since we're looking at the ROI or return of investment, now you know kung anong total capital expense, the total investment, which is 1,430,500 pesos. So, paano babalik sa'yo tong total capital expense na to? Now, ito yung target sales natin. Ano yung daily target sales that you have to achieve in your store or in your coffee spot kiosk para magkaroon ka ng ROI in 11 months. So, let's say for example, may 2 tables ka, kasi yun lang ang magkakasya kagaya ng pinakita ko kaninang sample. Now, in your 2 tables, you're able to sell 2 average cups per hour. So, that's 2 times 2 tables equals 4 cups. And then, I would put an emphasis to this. You have to open your kiosk for online ordering or for takeaway. 'Di ba? Kasi like pag nadaanan siya, syempre hindi naman sila makakaupo doon sa table dahil 2 tables na kung may nakaupo na doon. And some of them will just really have to order for takeaway. So, yung average cups per hour per online order or for takeaway would be around 6 cups. So, 6 plus 4, that's equivalent to 10. And then, ang assumption natin dito, you will be running 12 hours of operation. So that's 10 cups times 12 hours of operation. That's 120 cups or 120 customers. And then average amount per cups is 120 pesos. So we multiply that to 120 customers. So your daily target sales will be 14,400 pesos each day. So your gross sales in a month would be 432,000 pesos. So the average profit margin is still the same, 53%, and the cost of goods sold is still at 47%. So from your sales of 430,000 pesos every month, syempre i-deduct natin dyan yung cost of goods sold, and then we will have the gross profit, which is 228,960 pesos. Ililess natin yung overhead expenses, which is 90,250 pesos. So you will have a net profit before tax na 138,710 pesos. Now, if you will multiply that in 11 months, you will get 1,525,810 pesos, which is your annual net profit before tax, which could mean you will have an ROI since your total capital expense is 1,430,500 pesos. Or say about in 12 months, like in 1 year, diba? This is the target sales and this is how you're going to be able to get your return on your investment in a coffee spot kiosk. So this business is actually a 3-in-1 business kasi it includes coffee and drinks, hot meals, pastries, and sweets. So let's take a look at the potential of this business. And I'm sure sanay na kayo pag pupunta kayo ng coffee shop, 'di ba? Ikaw mismo pag pumupunta ka sa coffee shop, I'm pretty sure ito yung mga in-order mo or malamang bawat isa sa inyo or mga family mo na kasama mo or friends mo in-order tong mga to. So these are the meals that you can order. And let's say, for example, the price is 225 pesos, yung isang plate ng bangus silog or pork silog or chick silog, diba? Plus, of course, your drinks. Yan. Depende kung ano yung trip mo na drinks. Kung hot, ice, cold, frap. And then the price is 125 pesos. Plus, syempre, kailangan may dessert, 'di ba? And ito yung kalimitan na dessert. Syempre, may mga cheesecake pa, may mga cake pa. Nasabihin natin nasa 145 pesos. So, sa isang tao lang, let's say for example, umorder siya ng meal, umorder siya ng kanyang drinks, plus, syempre yung dessert, di niya kinalimutan. Pag inad natin lahat to, That's a total of 495 pesos per one person sa kanyang mga order. Kasi ito talaga, 'di ba? 3-in-1 business siya. Merong coffee, drinks, merong meals, hot meals, and as well as the desserts, pastries, cakes, whatever desserts that you will be offering in your coffee spot store. Now, let's take a look at the potential income of your coffee spot store franchise kapag mga walk-in customers, yung literal na pumupunta sa store mo. Hindi natin isasama pa dito yung potential income mo sa online ordering like sa Foodpanda or sa Grab. Kasi nakita nyo naman kanina, di ba? Yung mga kinikita ng mga existing franchisee namin, iba yung sa online orders nila at syempre, iba yung pumupunta sa store nila. So, magfo-focus lang tayo ngayon sa store mo mismo. Yung mga customers mo na bumibisita or pumupunta mismo sa iyong coffee spot store. So, let's say for example, 80 customers a day ang pumapasok sa iyong coffee spot store and ang total bill nila ay 495 pesos kasi nga ino-order nila yung hot meals, drinks at saka yung dessert. So that would give you 39,600 pesos per day. So that's your daily sales. I-multiply natin sa 30 days, you will get 1,188,000 pesos. That's your gross sales in a month, okay? So, yung cost of goods sold, still the same, 47%. Siyempre, ipabawas natin yan sa yung gross sales in a month. We will have the gross profit, which is at 53%. So, that's 629,640 pesos. And then, ima-minus natin, syempre, i-deduct natin yung overhead expenses, which is 218,833.34 cents. And this is in a full store concept, okay? So you will get a net profit before tax of 410,806 pesos and 66 cents. So, ang iyong total capital expense in a full store concept around 100 square meters, it's 4,387,666 and 68 cents. If we will multiply yung 410,806 pesos and 66 cents in 12 months, you will get an annual net profit before tax of 4,929,679 pesos and 92 cents. So, kayo na po magsabi kung may ROI na po pa kayo in 12 months kapag 80 customers lang na pumapasok sa inyong store at umorder nung 3-in-1 na yon, yung hot meals, yung drinks na ino-offer mo plus yung dessert. 'Di ba? So, this is the potential income sa mga walk-in customers mo pa lang yan. Hindi pa po kasama dito yung online order sa Foodpanda or sa Grab or kung saan man po kayo magpapa-order online. So, just take a look at the potential of your income once you franchise Coffee Spot. Now, the good thing about Coffee Spot, 'di ba, is that we are continuous in innovation and business development. So, another way to help out our coffee spot franchisees is to offer them the cuisine food products. So, kung namomroblema ka or mamomroblema ka, kung saan ka kukuha ng magsusupply ng mga hot meals kasi wala kang time to prepare your own menu, then you can just order from us sa cuisine food product. It includes pizza, pasta, chicken wings, pika-pika na pwede mong orderin at pwede mong i-offer sa iyong coffee spot franchise store. If you're still watching this video, kung napunta ka na sa portion na ito ng aming business presentation, you may be wondering how to franchise Coffee Spot and maybe you're very much excited to start your Coffee Spot franchise. So, here are the steps on how you can franchise our Coffee Spot. First, you have to fill out the application form. Just message us so we can send you the application form if you are an OFW or you cannot go to our office. Sa aming main office sa Green Hills, San Juan, we can just email it to you if you're living in Visayas or Mindanao or even in Luzon at hindi ka makapagbiyahe papunta sa aming main office. And then submit initial requirements, pay the franchise fee, and then sign the franchise agreement. Again, we can send it to you if you're an OFW or if you're far away and you cannot really go to our office to sign the franchise agreement. We can send it to you via LBC, yung documents, and then attend the franchise and crew training orientation, and then provide a copy of award notice or contract of lease dun sa building that you are renting or kung sarili mo man yung building na pagtatayo ng coffee spot, we also have to have the necessary documents for that. So that's how easy it is to franchise with Coffee Spot. Payment, you can pay in cash by visiting our office. You can also visit our office and pay by check or deposit the check it will be subject to clearing. So either or, you can go to our office para magbayad through check, or pwede mong i-deposit via check yung iyong payment. We can give you the bank details of iFranchise. And also for those who are abroad, OFW, you can do online bank remittance. Okay, so just message us if you have any questions regarding the mode of payment so that we can assist you. All your payments will be made to iFranchise bank accounts. We have what we call our best-selling franchise packages, and this is the combination of Coffee Spot franchise package plus our iPharmaMart franchise package. Ka talaga ng franchise na magandang itayo, yung perfect combination. We have here our Coffee Spot franchise and our iPharmaMart franchise. If you want to know more details about this best-selling franchise packages that we have, just send us a message para ma-discuss namin in full details kung gaano ba ka profitable ang business na ito. And as you can see here, eto yung mga franchises namin who took out this best-selling franchise packages from our company. So, pareho nilang kinuha ang Coffee Spot franchise at saka yung iPharmaMart franchise packages namin kasi nakita nila kung gaano ka-profitable yung combination ng dalawang business na ito. End of our business presentation for our Coffee Spot franchise business opportunity. So, if you are ready to franchise Coffee Spot, or if you have any questions or concerns about Coffee Spot, or you want to set up an office appointment, our office is located in Green Hills, or you want to set up an online meeting, you can contact me on my mobile number, Viber, WhatsApp 0964-117-1727, or you can send me an email, ifranchise.inquiry@gmail.com. So if you want to visit our office in Green Hills, Manila, you have to contact me so that I can set the appointment. So this is Lourdes Galang. I'm one of the iFranchise Unit Sales Managers, especially for Coffee Spot. So if you have any questions, just send me a message and I will get back to you.